But what about the rest of the games? There's a lot of them. I mean, isn't it a shame that those creators might not get an audience for their work? Isn't it a shame as gamers, there's all that creativity out there, you might not get to see and play? I think it's a shame. And I think we change all that, and we change all that starting today. Because today, I'm incredibly excited to announce, for the first time ever this year, you'll be able to have community games distributed through Xbox Live. This means you'll be able to take the 10 million people on Xbox Live and connect them with the thousands of gamers out there. This means as a gamer, you're going to have more choice than ever before. You've got AAA blockbusters, they're not going away. We've got Xbox Live Arcade. We also now have the best of community games. And as a creator, you have a huge audience with which to share your work. Now, if we're going to unleash this creativity, we need to put the power in the hands of the community. And as a wise man, who happened to be Ben Parker, Spider-Man's uncle, once said, with great power comes great responsibility. And we want to give you that power, and we're going to do it through democratizing game distribution. We're going to do it by putting the tools in your hands so as a community you can manage this content. And it's a simple process. Create, submit, review, and play. And it's not about constraining your creativity. I am not going to be the arbiter of what the community does. You as a community get to manage it. And it's really about some simple ground rules. We need to respect people's IP, just though we'd want our own creativity respected. We need to have content that's not massively objectionable to everybody else in the community. But beyond that, I want the creativity to flow. So let's take a look at this pipeline. We've talked about create a lot, so let's look at submit. The first part of submit is that you have a creator identity. Just how your gamer identity tracks everything about you as a gamer. Your reputation, your achievements, your gamer score. This really wraps you up as a gamer. Your creator identity does the same. You build your reputation, has a history of what you've developed, a history of how it's done. Really, as your fame grows, both with gamers and with your peers, this is what captures it. Okay, so now you have your identity. The next stage is you need to tell the community what's in your game. We are not saying don't have these things. What we're saying is, be honest about it. Tell people what's in your game so they can make an informed choice when they want to play. And the last part is, you submit your game to the service. Now, your job as a creator is done. Now it's on to review. Or more precisely, peer review. Because it isn't going to be us reviewing it, it's going to be your peers in the Creators Club. And really, they have two things to do. The first, they're just looking for prohibited content. Are we respecting IPs? Is the content objectionable? And assuming that you pass that, the job of the peer reviewers is really just to say, yeah, this is a fair representation of the game. If I'd have played this game, this is what I would get. And once enough of them agree, you're now through to the last stage, what I think is the best stage. Now, 10 million people on Xbox Live get to play your game. And this means as a gamer, by the end of this year, we're going to have 1,000 games to play on Xbox 360. This means over the lifetime, we're going to have double the number of games we would have had because of all the creativity that exists out there. Now, we've loaded a couple of games up on our system here just so we could show you them. So I want to start by showing you a game called Jelly Car. Jelly Car is by a community member from here in California called Wallaber. And this is a great fun game concept. Now, you'll notice not a lot of time and attention on textures. That's cool. It's not what the game's about. It's about physics and soft body simulation. You'll also notice the audio budget was way below the texture budget. But it's a fun game. You know the best bit? You actually get to play this. Because I've sat in professional pitches most of my working life, and I've yet to have one person come in and say, we've got the best game ever. It's Tonka Toys meets Jell-O. I just need 20 million to finish it and we're done. But I get to play it here. That's cool. Let's look at another game. It's a game called Little Gamers, based on the web property, by a guy from Belgium called Loic. Loic installs internet connections at his day job. Night, he makes games. Now, this game features one of the all-time great combos. Chainsaws and zombies. Now, there's another great combo out there, and that would be beer and shotguns. And we got a cool Matrix bullet time going on. I just love those little dudes. Now, if you know me at all, you know that I love Quake. And you know that I think any action game can be better with the application of rocket launchers. And we're also proving here that if your theme music's cute enough, you can get away with anything. Okay, well, that's 2 games we wanted to show you. But I want to give you a better sense of the kind of variety you see. So I just want to take a minute to show you a video and see some other community games.